Welcome back to KA I'm Khalil Deal.
And so happy to be back with KMMA.
Yeah, and we are ready to talk about the final predictions, our thoughts for the face-offs for the prelims. And to get it going right off the bat, we're going to start with the first fight of the prelims, Long Xiao against Chang Ho Lee. Who you got
Yes,
in this one?
yeah. So here, I'm going to be sticking with my pick, Long Chow here. Uh, I looked into this fight a little more, and I feel even stronger about my pick. He even seems to be the better grappler. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it's Ho Lee that says he's the Korean Khabib, right?
Yeah.
Like for sure, yeah. And you were saying before how you think that Chow is the better grappler. And I think I agree with that. Like I think he's also like a little more athletic, but I think these guys match up really kind of evenly here, and I smell decision all over it as a finish for well, sorry, as an outcome for this fight. But I'm gonna stick with Chow on this one.
All right, man. Nice. My pick is the same here. It's going to be Long Xiao to get the win. Long Xiao's in great shape. He's very built. He looks a bit more muscular than Chang Ho Lee, but they're definitely both ripped. They're both in good shape. Chang Ho Lee is also in good shape, but Long Xiao looks more tough. He looks slightly bigger in size and looks more serious than Chang Ho Lee. I just think he's going to be the better fighter in this one. I think he's going to be stronger, tougher. I like the way he gets takedowns. I like the way he scrambles. Chang Ho Lee is going to come forward at him and try to take him down, but I think Long Zhao will be able to defend a lot of those takedowns, and he'll be able to land some good strikes. I think he's very good on the feet as far as striking is concerned. I think he's more technical than Chang Ho Lee. For those reasons, man, I got Long Zhao to win
Uh,
here.
also, I like just way more experience in there, just way more fights, and you got to think that'll play a bit to his advantage at some point, right?
Exactly, man. The guy's 26-8. Chang Ho Lee is 9-1 only. And again, I really like the submissions that Long Zhao has. So I got Long Zhao winning by sub or decision in this one.
All right.
All right, moving on up the card to the next fight. We've got Magomed Gadzia Sulov versus Brenson Ribeiro here.
You had to say that fast, man, and it's part of the fun.
Yeah. Sulov, man. Magomed Sulov is the pick for me, man. It's going to stay the same. Now, Brenson Ribeiro, man, this guy is in phenomenal shape, man. The guy is in great shape. He's ripped and he's pretty muscular. But to my surprise, and I'm really happy about this, Magomed Sulov it looks amazing. Uh, I didn't think he was actually going to be to look this good. He's actually in better shape than Brenson Ribeiro.
I
Uh,
wouldn't go that far.
well, I mean, if you look at them closely, you can see that Sulov is actually in better shape. I thought it was going to be the other way around, but Magomed is actually bigger in size. He's taller. He's just as ripped, but he's actually more muscular than Ribeiro. When they were flexing on the stage there, you could see that he's more muscular. He just looks in better shape. He looks more serious and ready to go. And I just like the way he's got the advantage there for the definitely for the relentless grappling he's going to be doing in this fight, and the takedowns I think are going to be too much for Brenson Ribeiro to handle. So I'm going with Gadzia Sulov. My pick stays the same.
I actually think this fight is going to start more on the feet unless Gadzi decides to like try to take it down there. Maybe he's going to be faced with some difficulty in this fight. Don't forget, Ribeiro has a really big reach advantage here. I think it's like 6 to 8 inches, right? So, man, if he stays a little smart and tries to play the length game a little bit, it would really play to his benefit here. But the thing with him, he leaves himself so wide open and just really available to hit. That's what's really dangerous about picking him in any fight. But I'm still going to be picking Ribeiro. Also, he has that threat of submission, right? And I could see Ribeiro actually timing that and catching Gadzi with Gilly coming in for one of those takedowns, right? Hopefully, maybe Gadzi's going to be a little rocked by the time he decides to do a takedown, or maybe not even rocked, but like kind of thinking, oh, this guy has some serious power, and now it's time to shoot for a takedown. Ribeiro's going to be waiting for him, snatches him up, and maybe he doesn't even have to have him completely in, but he can try to crush his face at the same time. Anyway, yeah, so that's the pick. I think the odds are really, really wide here. Gonna go with the dog and Ribeiro. I actually think he has more ways to win. So yeah.
Okay, we are in disagreement in this second fight of the prelims here. But I do have to say that Bredson Ribeiro is a live dog as well, though. We'll talk about that in the betting. All right, moving on up the card to the next fight. We've got Kang Kyung Ho versus Muin Gafurov. Who you got in this one?
Here I'm sticking with my original pick with Gafarov. Really, I just don't trust Kang enough to pick him. He's blown it for me before. Uh, he's gonna keep it standing more likely than not. He's not gonna go for the takedowns to play into his strength as a submission guy that can like sub Gafarov probably if he really committed to that. But I don't think he's gonna. I think Gufarov's kicks are very good. Uh, Gufarov can take him down as well. I think he's gonna be stronger than him, and I think he's gonna win a decision in the end. So I'm going with Gufarov. And I didn't notice Kang was that much taller. I know he's leaner, uh, but yeah, still shirt or with a shirt or without a shirt, I'm still going Gufarov.
All right, so by the way, in that previous fight, I have Magomed Gadzhimagomedov winning by KO or decision. All right, so
Oh,
for this
oh,
fight here,
hold on, hold on. So my pick there would be we're going knockout sub for Ribeiro.
all right, that makes sense. All right, so now with this fight here, Kang Kyung Ho versus Muin Gafurov, my pick is remaining the same. We are in disagreement again in this one. I'm sticking with Kang Kyung Ho in this one. And holy shit, man, I was surprised at this one, man. Muin Gafurov looks just okay. He's not built, he's not ripped, and he's not that muscular like he used to be. Here you have he has his shirt on, but he did take his shirt off earlier in the face-off, so you could see. I thought he looked smaller than he did before. Kyung Ho Kang looks bigger, he's taller, he's more muscular, and he's more ripped. He looks actually stronger than Gafurov, and I think he's going to hurt Gafurov in this one. I think that he's maybe even submits him if the fight gets to the ground. I think that Kang Kyung Ho is going to land harder punches, harder strikes. He's going to be more technical with his striking. I think he's better at striking than Gafurov, and I don't think Gafurov is going to hold up if he gets hit hard, if he gets punched in the face or in the chin hard by Kang Kyung Ho. He's got knockout power. And if the fight gets to the ground, I know Kang's got a lot of submissions, man. I think he could be a submission threat there on the ground. So Kang Kyung Ho is the pick for me. Stays the same as before. We are in disagreement again.
Yeah. No, well, Gafarov's kicks are pretty good. I think they would be better than Kyung Ho's kicks, and I don't know. He's gonna have to catch him in a submission. He only has two knockouts, right? So he would have to hurt him and then like leap on him for a submission for Kang. That's the way I see Kang winning. I suppose it's possible for him to win a decision, but man, I think I just can't trust him, man. I think that may be the biggest reason why I'm not picking him in this fight.
All
So
right.
did I say yeah, the decision for Gafarov?
I got Kang Kui Ho winning by submission or decision in this one.
Okay.
All right. Moving on up to the next fight, we've got Rinat Fakhretdinov versus Nicholas Dalby. For me, my pick stays the same. I'm going for Rinat Fakhretdinov to get the win here. Now, Nicholas Dalby's in great shape, man. This guy came out looking really good. He's actually bigger than Fakhretdinov and more muscular.
This guy was on the search for many, many, many years for the right stuff, man. And in the twilight, you could say, of his career, looks like he found it, man.
Man,
Wow.
but Fakhretdinov is much taller. Um, Fakhretdinov looks happy to be there, man. He's confident. Dalby looks very serious and ready to fight. This one's going to be a banger. Okay, this fight is going to be a banger, but I have a slight lean on Fakhretdinov to get the win, based on his relentless takedowns and the grappling. His ground skills game is just too good for Dalby. I don't think this fight's going to stay on the feet for very long. Dalby, he's going to try to keep this fight on the feet, but it's just Fakhretdinov is just too good of a wrestler and grappler. He's too good on the ground. I think that he's going to get the takedowns there. It's going to be a bit too much for Dalby, and therefore I got Rinat Fakhretdinov winning. And I have him winning straight. There's just too many ways for this guy to win. If I'm going to pick a way of winning here, I'd have to maybe go with a knockout or submission. I think he'll get a finish in this one, but this could go to decision as well. This is one of those fighters that's very, very well rounded. If we could look at Rinat Fakhretdinov's, out of his 22 wins, man, the guy has 11 wins by knockout, 7 submissions, and 4 decisions. So very difficult to tell how he's going to win, but I'll take the KO sub. I think he'll get a finish here, but I wouldn't be surprised this goes to decision. But the pick stays Rinat Fakhretdinov. Who you got here?
I'm gonna stick with Reynat as well. I think he's possibly a better striker than Dalby as well. Yeah, he definitely has a lot of ways to win. I'm gonna pick him to win by decision or knockout because it's tough, man. Dalby's never been submitted, but Reynat's like one of the better opponents Dalby has ever faced, right? And even during his winning streak, last 4 fights, they're not against the greatest competition, right? Last ones are against Bonfim. Okay, that was good. Like crushing the hype. Love that. He did beat Salikov there. You could say Salikov's kind of, over the hill. He beat Warley Alves. Everyone beats Warley Alves and Claudio Silva. I don't even really remember this guy. So, yeah. But the strategy for him will be to survive, man. And the longer the fight goes, the more it works in his favor, I think. But yeah, the pick's going to be Fakhretdinov.
All right, man. So we are in agreement with this one here. Okay. Moving on up the card next, we've got Mohamed Naimov versus Felipe Lima. Little typo there,
Oh, oh,
but it's against Felipe Lima.
oh, Lira. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Who you
Okay,
got?
yes. Both these guys looking in good shape. Felipe Lima, for those of you who saw the when they got announced for the ceremonials, he seemed to have like a pretty big cheering section. Like for him, he got the biggest applause out of anyone there. Uh, so the pick's going to be Nemov still. I think he's just going to overpower Lima. Lima's going to be trying to work the ground game, which is pretty good. He's really squirmy. He can get reversals and this and that. But as with all of Nemov's opponents, I don't know if he touched on this the last time. Uh, he fights guys who are a lot smaller than him, whether they're going up like a weight class or just smaller guys. And I think that's going to play into his advantage. He's also good on the ground, and basically, I think he's going to win a decision. And if there were any cheats, like all the time, right? And if there were a bet I could bet, I haven't found it yet. Like how many times is this guy gonna cheat? Like once, twice, 3 times, like or warned by the ref, right? And how many times is he gonna get a point taken away? Once, twice, and it will be value kind of like obviously that would be more valuable. This guy cheats so much, and he's probably gonna get away with it again. So I'm gonna go and name on.
All right, man. We are in agreement with this one as well. I still have Mohamed Naimov to get the win here. Lima's very lean and ripped. He's also very muscular, but I thought Naimov is like I thought the whole time. Naimov is much bigger and thicker in body size, which I think is going to cause some trouble.
It's gonna be a weight bully, man.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be it's going to cause him some trouble if Lima gets taken down. You can see he's also a little bit taller than Lima. And they both look ready to go, man. But Naimov, to me, looks a bit more serious and tougher. And I think that, I got the slight lean on Naimov getting this win. I have Naimov winning by straight again. Very difficult to find out how he's going to win. If I'm going to pick a way of winning here in his 11
Well,
wins. Let's take a look here. Naimov in his 11 wins, he has um, he has 5 knockouts, 3 submissions, 3 decisions. So very tough to decide how he's going to get the win.
He
I
has
think
more
he'll get a
knockout
knockout though.
power. He
Yeah,
also has more knockout power than Lira.
I think he can get a knockout or a submission. So I'll got Naimov by finish here, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to decision here.
Yeah, okay.
All right, moving on up the card. We are now at Nasrat Hakparas versus Jared Gordon. And this one here is going to be the main event of the prelims. So only 6 fights in the prelims here. Nasrat Hakparas is the pick. I'm sticking with him. Um, I was actually, uh, surprised here that Jared Gordon, he got a bit skinnier actually than he used to. He used to be a little bit bigger than that. He's still in good shape though. Nasrat is bigger. He's thicker in body size. He looks confident and ready to go. I didn't like the smirk on his face though, but I still think he's going to win this one. I think Nasrat is just a more skillful fighter than Jared Gordon. I think he's got more. He's a more technical fighter too. I think he's going to be better on the feet. He's good at stuffing the takedowns. Jared Gordon's going to probably try to wrestle. I think Hakparas will stuff the takedowns there, get some good knees, get some good punches, and I think he's going to win a decision. Actually, I got Hakparas winning here by KO or a decision in this one, actually.
Yeah, Hakparas is definitely the better boxer. I think he's gotten a lot better at his takedown defense, and Gordon will try, man. The guy will try to take him down, and I don't think he's going to have that much success. And then what comes after that, right? For Gordon, he's going to have to push him up against the fence and work like along the fence. And I think Hasparas is gonna get away from him and just stick to that good boxing he has and really outpoint him by a lot. Excuse me. And I believe he's gonna get another decision win for good old Nasrat.
All right, we are in agreement in this one. So again, we had still the same there amount of fights that we disagreed on in these prelims. These are our final predictions. So we disagreed on Gadziasulov and Bredson Ribeiro. I have Gadziasulov, you have Ribeiro. Moeen Gafarov and Kyung Ho Kang, we disagreed on that one. That's it. So it's just those 2 fights that we disagreed on in these 6 fights. So at least we agreed on 4 out of the 6. So that's not too bad. So there you have it, folks. Our final predictions for and thoughts for the face-offs for the prelims here in this one. Stay tuned for our next video. We're going to talk about the main card.
And don't forget, like and subscribe.
Peace out, folks.